All right, so all of you drivers know what this is. This is the visor. So if you're driving directly towards the sun, you can flip this up, or if the sun's on the side of you, you can turn it to the side. But let me tell you something. Did you guys know about this?
I've spent 25 years on this planet, and I was today years old when I learned that rather than trying to pull this out and fighting with it, all you gotta do is just twist it and knock it right off. Why didn't anybody tell me this earlier?
You were today years old when you found this out. Disney Edition, Part 5. Doritos were invented at Disneyland. In the 1950s, a Disneyland restaurant named Casa de Frito invented it. Epcot was not originally supposed to be a theme park. It was going to be a futuristic neighborhood where people could live and experiment with new technologies. There's a palm tree in the park that is 124 years old. The park is only 65 years old. You can find the palm tree next to the Jungle Cruise ride. Like this video for Part 6.
You were today years old when you realized Part 2. Breakfast got its name because it's the first time you ate since the day before, which means you're breaking your fast. If you're not there, you're a square because you're not around.
So I was today years old when I figured this out. You know how you usually have this and you put the forks in or whatever vertically like this. Well, if you turn it the other way and you open it up, boom, they go horizontal. And then you can flip it back over.
You were today years old when you realized Cartoon Edition. Let's go. Sid from Toy Story is the garbage man in Toy Story 3. Yo. You were today years old when you realized that Goofy is actually a cow. What? Marvin the Martian was referee in Space Jam because he's an alien and a Looney Tune. Yo. You were today years old when you realized that Oh Neptune in SpongeBob means oh God because Neptune is a god of the sea. What the f?
Did you guys know that the amount of time it takes for a yellow light to turn red is actually based off the speed limit? Just make sure to count the amount of seconds in your head, and you'll never blow a red light ever again.
Hey, oh! Stop.
Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile alligator.
You ever wonder why these crackers have these ridges on them? They are to cut your cheese. Look at that. Perfect size. And
years old when I realised if you put these in hot water, they shrink back to their usual size.
How old were you when you realized that Plankton just sells dead fish to the citizens of Bikini Bottom? Chum is just chopped up fish. No wonder Plankton never gets any customers.
You ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
You were today years old when you realized Cartoon Edition. Let's go. Sid from Toy Story is the garbage man in Toy Story 3. Yo. You were today years old when you realized that Goofy is actually a cow. What? Marvin the Martian was referee in Space Jam because he's an alien and a Looney Tune. Yo. You were today years old when you realized that Oh Neptune in SpongeBob means oh God because Neptune is a god of the sea. What the f?
I realized I could lock my notes to prevent my parents or other people from seeing them. Just make sure to click the button in the top right corner and then lock your note right here. Now your notes are protected.
You were today years old when you realized Part 1. Let's get it. You were today years old when you realized that it's called candy corn because if you stack it up, it actually looks like corn. What, bruh? You were today years old when you realized that you can actually take the top off these juices, reverse it, and close it again. Bruh. You were today years old when you realized that the toga that this guy is wearing has an LC that actually stands for Little Caesars. Bro, what? You were today years old when you realized that in Monsters Inc. when they yell we have a 2319, the 23rd letter in the alphabet is W and the 19th is S, and it stands for white sock. What?
So I just seen this TikTok of this one dude saying that everybody's fan has like a switch on the side of it. So I had to go and look for myself, and of course my fan did have one. And apparently if your fan is blowing clockwise, then that means it's getting hotter, and if it goes the other way, then it means it gets colder. Why the fuck did nobody ever tell me this? I don't fucking know. I live in Vegas. It's 104 degrees. Now it's
You were today years old when you found this out, part 8. The Crayola boxes actually have a smile on their boxes. The part where you put your straw in Capri Sun is actually the dot in the eye. Did you know that the flame on a match actually does not have a shadow? Vin Diesel's name is actually not Vin Diesel. Winnie the Pooh is actually a girl. The bottom of the Gatorade bottle is actually used for holding the cap. Double tap for part 9.
Okay, I'm a 17-year-old and a junior in high school, and I just now learned this today. If you take the first 3 digits that make up pi, write them out, and then make it backwards, it spells the word pie. How am I just now learning this?
How old were you when you realized that the arrow tells you what side your gas pump is?
How old were you when you realized the color of the bread tag actually represents the date the bread was baked? Based on the brand, the colors might be a little different, but now if you go to the grocery store, you can find the freshest bread.
Shower thoughts that'll make you rethink life part 4. Let's go. If you put your left shoe on the wrong foot, it's actually on the right foot. Yo. We live in a world today where GTA is a kid's game and Candy Crushing is an adult's game. Bruh. The wrinkles in our fingers and hands make it look like they are stitched together. We will never truly know what it smells like underwater.
You were today years old when you realized, part 1, the L in Staples is actually a bent staple. Stressed is dessert spelled backwards. Now you wonder why you're fat and stressed out. The size of the juice box actually have a meaning. You're supposed to hold it. California has a population bigger than Canada. Now you wonder why everybody there is so mad and hot.
How old were you when you found out that the circle on a jug of milk is actually there to tell you if the milk's good or bad? So when it's inside, it's good, and when it pops out, it means it's gone bad. Mind blown. I was today years old when I found that out.